It's Wednesday. You know what that means. The Acclaim look to take out the Gun Club in a dumpster match. The AEW Interim World Champion Jon Moxley grabs the mic. Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker face the Thunderstorm. And Wheeler Yuta takes on Chris Jericho.
If you can beat me, you get the title shot.
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite, live tonight at 8 on TBS.
It's Wednesday night, once again, time to ignite the Dynamite. We are in the Buckeye State, Columbus, Ohio. Tonight, Dynamite is going to be fantastic, Dasha. And what is one... Oh.
Hello, everyone. Very clever. I've never heard that one before.
J City, well, welcome to Ohio.
Thank you. As you know, this is the home state of Beverly D'Angelo, and I was supposed to meet her. We were supposed to go to the outlets, but I have a few minutes on my hand. What are you guys doing?
Roasted is what you got.
I got bevved. Go ahead.
Well, never a good day to get bevved. However, it is always a great night for Dynamite. And tonight, the Wizard, Chris Jericho, is going to be taking on the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, Wheeler Yuta. And if Yuta wins, he's going to get that opportunity to face the interim AEW World Champion, who also happens to be a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley, next week on Dynamite.
That's right, Quake on the lake. That's going to be incredible, but you know what? That's next week. Right now, what they need to focus on is what happens here tonight. And Wheeler Yuta, a man who's coming fresh off of a win, retaining his RH Pure Championship, but he's facing the Wizard, who we know loves fireballs, loves mischief. He's a man of a back of... he's magical. He's magical.
I'll say, but like all wizards, is he just a giant head with a bunch of flames behind him? Or is he a small man who's in a hot air balloon? It's anyone's guess.
That's a... Okay, well, moving on, we are also going to be hearing, speaking of Jon Moxley, from the champ tonight. What does the interim champ have to say? I'm curious to see whether he would rather face Chris Jericho or rather he would face his Blackpool Combat Club colleague, Wheeler Yuta. That's going to be fantastic. Another thing that's going to be fantastic for many, maybe not for all, the Undisputed Elite returns here tonight.
I wonder what they have to say. They're reunited, and it feels so good.
We're going to be sued by Peaches and Herb. I have to be honest, I sense some dissension, and I don't think the Undisputed are that undisputed.
Wow, okay.
Catch you outside.
That's going to be interesting. We're also going to be seeing Powerhouse Hobbs in action, and we saw what happened last week with Powerhouse Hobbs turning his back on his longtime friend Ricky Starks.
Did he turn his back, or Ricky no longer has the FTW Championship and he only aligns himself with champions?
RJ, you got all the scoops these days.
I was emotionally wrought last week. There was so many twists and turns, but you have to imagine, since there's so much unsolved business, that the absolute one will not be far behind.
Good point. Speaking of unfinished business, Christian Cage taking on Matt Hardy tonight, a rivalry that has been going on for decades. It never disappoints. This is going to be another classic.
Two men that have known each other for, like you said, more than 2 decades, over 25 years. And we heard from Matt Hardy, and he said, you know, he's somebody who always changes his position, his place, but he's still the same rotten person that he is. So, I mean, it's going to be...
Rotten people. What do you know about that, RJ?
Imagine going 20 years and still hating the same person. I mean, even Stanley Tucci, who I don't like, I've softened on him over the years. But this is like the fun 2000s. You know what I mean? These are the only people from the 2000s who have aged better than they were before.
Good point. And speaking of other rivalries, how about Thunderstorm taking on the team of Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter?
Two women who are very adamant that they've beat Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter in individual competition, but at the same time together. So, I mean, they're thinking it's going to be an easy win, but who knows what the Doctor has in store and what Jamie Hayter has in store.
Good point. And where there's thunder, there is often lightning, but will it strike twice?
Very deep, very deep. That was, very profound. Well, weather. You should, I could see you as a meteorologist.
Well, Columbus is certainly hot tonight.
I like what you did there.
Keep moving.
All right, so tonight we have a dumpster match. It's going to be the Acclaimed versus the Gun Club. I'm going to be very nice and call them the Gun Club. Yes. We've seen this situation the past couple of months. They were together, and then obviously jealousy reared its evil head, and now tonight it's going to be resolved, and someone is going in the dumpster.
Now, we do know that Max Caster did decide the stipulations of this match. Now, was that intelligent on his part? Is he trying to get in the head of Papa Gunn? I mean, because we do know he is a legend when it comes to these dumpster matches.
You know, I hope this is just one big anti-littering PSA and they get back together. They belong together. They were so good together. I hope they all get into the dumpster and say, hey, we should all be friends again.
Listen, words hurt, and Austin Gunn did not like what Max Caster had to say about him.
Well, it's time to take out the trash tonight on Dynamite. Also, you know how people say those are fighting words? You know what can cause a big fight? When you break another man's pencil. And that's what happened last week on Rampage. Orange Cassidy, I think, has a lot of explaining to do to Sanjay Dutt tonight. He takes on Jay Lethal.
Listen, Jay Lethal is a ride or die kind of friend. He said, you know what? You broke my friend's pencil. That's not right. And I will fight to the death for him. That's some good friendship. That's some solid friendship right there.
What would you do if somebody broke your pencil, RJ?
Well, I have to say, I saw Sanjay backstage. I talked to him a little bit on the side. Let's just say that thing behind his ear tonight, it's fortified.
Oh, and I have it by good authority. That was his favorite pencil, by the way. Can we moment of silence for his pencil? Okay. Well, there's one place you can check this out tonight. As I mentioned, we are live from Columbus, Ohio. You do not want to miss AEW Dynamite. Where can we see this, Dasha?
We will see you all at 8, 7 Central on TBS.
See you soon, Bev.